We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. And that's what made me rich. The whole club. Recline way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night. See the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. You need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet.
Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special New Year's Eve edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
What a way to ring in the new year. Final game of calendar year 2023. The Packers and Vikings. Off we go on New Year's Eve. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his fourth NFL season, Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking at the numbers last week for Watson. 6 catches, 82 yards.
You think the head coach and the offensive coordinator are able to pull the earplugs out now? Because all week, all they heard was, you know, Coach, they can't guard the pass at all. I mean, they're next to last in the league. Let's throw it on every down.
Yeah, last week we saw the numbers. This week going against second to last in the pass defense area. Good for him. On play action. Love to throw. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So here the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the performance like that.
Agreed.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Vikings at 14-1 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them.
Touchdown! Jordan Addison hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion left, Carter. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. 3rd and 8. Throwing. Love. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And Cook going to pick up a Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jordan Addison with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Love. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on.
Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Jones. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. From the 44-yard line, here's a second down and 6. Play action now. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to get this one down to on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Joseph on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Love now. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Love looking to throw it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this belongs to the Vikings. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake. Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Cousins. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boy, I mean, at this point, what more do we say here? I got nothing.
And, you know, so many people talk all the time about having announcer-less games, and they want that. This could be a candidate for it because if we stay here and do this, we're going to have a lot to fill in the second half.
There's still another half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this 1st half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he is going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Love from the gun. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now Love. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, Cook. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Final play of the half, Love. That is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you down to Orlando. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to end.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Working out of the gun. Love. And Thomas has it. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play fake. Here's Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. He gets it to Addis. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn? So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First down. Here's Cousins. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Joseph's got it, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw. Love. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jordan Addison back out now as the Vikings offense set to take possession. He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cook up the gut. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison from 3 yards out. And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 75 yards. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the interception, Love. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2 yards to go, second down. Operating from the gun. Love. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again. Love. And complete once again to Watson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Back to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Marr able to put this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Jordan Addison in the offense out for another drive. He's north.
Game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you're going to be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Quickly to Addison here. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a first down as well. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this one's incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame. His nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try the middle with Cook. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Love. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Nichols. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd down. Love. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing. Love. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Quick slant to Watson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we click. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Marr, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Love. And incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back, run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Fun with that. Double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Man, baby, I'm my own hype, man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Baddest, now take a photograph. Run it back, look to the front.